episode of my show, Maximilian Must Know. I am Max Husler. This is obviously my first show. This show is going to be featuring reviews about men's bathroom products, shaving creams, soaps, fragrances, shaving brushes, razors, moisturizers, soaps, shampoos, and then we're also going to do technology stuff. So sometime maybe some, iPads, iPhones, Apple products as well. The reason why I'm doing this is because when I got into wet shaving, and wet shaving is typically referred to shaving with a brush and a safety razor. When I got into it, there were a lot of reviews about fragrances and colognes, but really not so many reviews about other things that wet shavers use. And a great way, if you're interested in learning about wet shaving, is I'm going to put the link in the description below, is to check out this really great forum and website called Badger and Blade. It's where this is discussed ad nauseum. Now, some of the things that people use when they wet shave that most people might not be used to are a safety razor. Okay, and what that looks like is this. That's what a safety razor is. You unscrew the top and you put the blade in. And a great reason to get into wet shaving is because, well, Gillette's Fusion cartridges typically cost about $5-6 a piece. Wet shaving, double-edged razors, the blades cost about 10, not 10 cents, but about 50 cents and below. And you're going to get a lot less irritation with a single blade as opposed to using 6. Another thing wet shavers will use is a brush, a Badger hair brush, which come in all different shapes and categories and sizes. There's boar's hair brushes, as well as Badger hair brushes, and they range in price at about $10 to $20 to about, there's brushes that cost, $300-400. Another thing that's great is before you take one of these shaves, you might want to use a pre-shave oil. This one is by L'Occitane, and Cade is the fragrance. It costs about $20, and it softens your beard up pretty nicely before you shave. Then obviously you use a shaving cream. When you're done, a wet alum block, which is just a mineral block. A lot of people, what they like to do is wet that up, put it over their face to help tighten up the pores with some cold water. Then you might want to use a splash afterwards. This is by an Italian brand. It's called Pro Rosso. And, it's about $15-16. It has a great menthol quality to it, and it's going to make sure that, any cuts or nicks are properly sanitized. And then what most people do is they finish off with an aftershave balm. And this one is by another Italian company, Razor Rock. This one is a green tobacco aftershave, and this is about $12 or $13. Now, with shaving creams, every country has their own shaving creams, and prices vary depending on the quality. Different shaving creams have different scents, different textures, different thicknesses, different moisturizing properties. So let me show you a few examples of some that I have. This one is called Arko, and Arko is from Turkey. This one's Cool by Arko, and it's about $5. It's really good. You can see there's a picture of a brush all full of cream. And it's a great starter cream because it's $5 and it has a real nice scent to it. So it's definitely worth giving that one a whirl. This is a favorite. This is called Taylor of Bond Street Avocado Shaving Cream. And, I'll let you see that I use this one quite a lot. You probably can't see. It's pretty much done, but there's no actual avocado flavoring in it. It's just an oil that makes shaving much easier. And this costs about, I think, $12 for a tub of this. Another brand, an English brand, is by this company called Volfix. And they first started making brushes, and now they do creams. And this is a sandalwood cream, but not really your typical sandalwood. It's sort of more of like a pie baking scent, and you could see it's sort of a wetter cream than some of the other ones, but it's excellent as well. And the tub of that, costs you, again, about $15 to $20. And then another one I just want to show you quickly is Omega. And yes, that is the watch company. And they also make great shaving brushes, usually Boar's hair shaving brushes, which some people like. I don't love them, but this is their cream. This is made in Italy, and what's great about this is it contains eucalyptus. So it really opens your pores up, and you get a nice warming sensation. This costs about $10 or two. But the one we're going to talk about today is Trafalgar by Truefit&Hill. And Truefit&Hill is referred to commonly one of the 3 T's in the wet shaving community. That's Trumper, Truefit&Hill, and Taylor. And these are 3 of the oldest shaving cream manufacturers in the world. They're out of London. Truefit&Hill is on record as the oldest barbershop in the world. That originally opened up in 1805. And the royalty in England has been using Truefit&Hill for ages. The Trafalgar cream is, let me show you what it looks like quickly. It's kind of got a bluish hue to it. It runs about $30, and I've used it for a week. I'm going to review these things, use them for at least a week before I review them. I really like the scent of Trafalgar. It's kind of hard to describe, but there's definitely some citrus. There's some cedar, and a little floral, but it's really a marine-like scent, spicy citrus, and there's some jasmine in it. It's a really clean and regal scent. And a tub of this, now it costs $30. And you might say $30 is a lot of shaving cream. I thought wet shaving was going to save me money, but as you see, this is a pretty big tub. So a tub like this is going to last an average guy. If he's shaving every other day, I would have to guess a year. I don't really know because I rotate all my creams and soaps, but I've used this for a week straight, and you could see I barely made an indentation in it. So I highly recommend it. I'm going to give Truefit&Hill Trafalgar an 8 out of 10. And the reason why I'm deducting 2 points is, one, because as good as this scent is, it doesn't last long. Now with a shaving cream, it's obviously not a fragrance, so you're not expecting, it to last when you go out and do what you do. It's sort of just for you, for when you shave, a nice pleasant scent. But I feel like this one really didn't stick around as much as some of the other more expensive shaving creams do. And then I'm taking a point off for packaging, simply because, as you can see, it came in one of these threaded tubs that is usual to English shaving creams. And this is the box. I got this for $30 at Pasteur Pharmacy. I'm going to put a link to Truefit&Hill in the description. So if you want to look at some of their products, this Trafalgar line also comes in cologne, aftershave balm, and body wash. I'll put a link if you want to look at it. But I'm taking a point off because some of the more expensive Italian creams, like Acqua di Parma, for instance, they come in a glass tub. And I just think when you're laying out $30 for a cream, which is expensive for a lot of people, if you're laying out $30 for a cream, I personally would like something a little bit more elegant than simply, one of these plastic tubs. But it's a great shaving cream. If you have the money to buy this, I would. It's something that, British royalty use, dignitaries, ambassadors. Truefit&Hill is top of the line, so you're going to do well when you pick up any one of their products, and this is a great scent. So I do recommend it. I'm giving it 8 out of 10. It's $30, and you should be able to pick it up at any reputable shaving shop or on Amazon.com or Truefit&Hill website, which I'm linking to. So that is the first episode of this show. I'm going to be back next week with a different review. And, I do apologize for any shakiness of the camera or crappy editing. I'm going to be getting better tools and learning how to do this better as I go along. This is definitely only a first episode. Everything will improve. But thank you for watching. We'll be back next week with another review and another episode of Maximilian Must Know. Have a great week.
Racing for the Mason